Alright, so now we're taking a step backwards. We're going to step 14, and what we're going to do first is we're going to remove um, this last little bit of venting tubes that were on these pieces here. I already went and pulled mine off. Something I found extremely helpful was a pick tool. You basically are going to stick it and on the inside of the lip and just kind of go around in a circle and basically going like this around the top and bottom and just pull at the same time. Take two hands, but you get it freed in a couple of seconds. No need for any kind of spray or anything. Once that is removed, we'll actually take all of that out. We'll leave that. It's the beginning of step 14, which is here. Now, I didn't have any screws or anything just yet. And then so continuing, we have this from the top. We'll describe these two wires. And then you have one more tubing. This one is by itself, and it goes on the very top here, back left hand side of the engine. It goes along the back, and it goes into the lower bottom by itself. Sometimes you can give it a good pull and it'll come free. Other times you will need both hands. In fact, you probably can just leave that on a block for now. I don't think it hurts anything. And so we're trying to get to a point where we can eventually pull out these cylinders, especially the ones that are damaged. I don't know that I mean, I probably should get the block cleaned up, but okay, yeah. So what we'll do from here is we want to get this timing set to 0, and so we can mark it somewhere. So cylinder 1 is on the right hand side. What we need to do is make sure we take a good look at the firing order. 1 is at top dead center, and at center, this is at right hand side is at 20%, so 0 is here. This pole here we could use as a reference. We'll probably use as a mark. And basically, as long as when we put it back together, when it gets to this point and cylinder 1 is here, everything else would naturally be exactly where it should be. Because if 1 is right, they're all right. But we'll look in the book and see what the firing order is, because it may not even be that cylinder. But as long as, like I said, you mark one of them, you should relatively be in a good spot for the rest of them. So I'll screw this down pretty close and try to get it as dead on as I can. And I use a tool to make a line here, probably with a ruler, and then we'll know exactly where it needs to be. The rest of this stuff I don't think needs to come off of this side of the engine, because it's on this side. You can see where the line is going to split. It goes straight down the middle. I don't know what this idle timing is on. It's hard to see. Look like it's on the back side of the block as well. We don't need to take none of that off. Okay, so what we're going to do is start removing just the screws that are holding it together. So we got one here. We got one behind here, so we might have to take off this fuel box, which isn't too complicated. Again, we'll label it if we need to, or we'll leave this part attached and we'll just pull these out so we have access. So that's 2. Then we have one here, that makes 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the outside. Once those 10 on the outside are removed, then we have sets of 2 here, sets of 2 there, and that should be it.